Hey, welcome to Chile, expat family. Today I am just giving a quick update on how things are going. And I'm here to take your questions for a little bit. I'm cooking today, so I haven't put up any videos in a while because, and sorry about the lighting issues, but I'm doing this on my phone. I haven't been able to put up any videos for a while now because my computers, we have two of them, our laptops are dead. And that includes the computer that I normally do my editing on. And because of that, I haven't been able to load any content up in quite a while. So I thought I'd do a quick live stream with you guys to give you an update, let you know that I'm still here and things are going good. So if you're out there and you're checking in while I'm cooking, then please say where you are and who you are and hello. Yeah. So today I'm making hamburger buns and I'm making loaf bread. We do not typically buy our bread. Oopsie. Trying to get this set right. That light's really creepy. So today I'm making loaf bread, which will last us 2 or 3 days. We make bread probably twice a week. I'm making it in the wood stove here, which I'll show you. There's my wood stove. Let me put it over here. Yeah. So let's see if I can get you in there. There's our wood stove, and I actually already have our hamburger buns in there because I'm making hamburgers, which is our Sunday meal that we're having today. Sometimes we have chickens, and depends on what Sunday lunch is normally. So hello, whoever's out there. Hello. Thanks for the thumbs up. The 3 people there. Where are you from? Who are you? Do you have any questions? Always these live streams are here. And there's my finger in the way. Got to plug the power cord in. Always these live streams are here to say hello to my friends and my subscribers. That's you guys. And to help answer any questions people may have about Chile or about homesteading here in Chile. So can you guys hear me okay? I hope I can see the comments. ¿Qué pasa? Yeah, hey James Thompson, how's it going? Chile's treating me pretty good. It's a little cold out today. It's been cold out for the past week. Cold for here. Hello from Utah. Amancer. Yeah, hello. Cowboy camper, cool. Nice to see you. I like cowboys. I'm a cowboy somewhat myself. I enjoyed it when I was a young man. So, anyways, to recap real quick, my computers have died. Both of them, Lori's computer and my computer, have died, and so because of that, I haven't been able to load up any video content. You're in Barcelona. Hello, Lucas Bridges from Barcelona. You guys are in summer there up north in the northern hemisphere. We're in winter here. Winter for us here in Chile, in the south of Chile, is temperatures in the mid 30s to low 40s typically. It's been a pretty wet winter, which is good. We like a wet winter. That means 6 to 8 feet of rain is what we're getting. So anyhow, what have I been up to? Again, I've not been able to post any videos other than live streams because of our computer crash. We got computers coming, I hope. Hopefully, 1150, my F-150 and camper to Chile. Camper, not such a problem. The F-150 is a problem. They do have F-150s here. They tax you 60% of the value. Look like Chileans are liking the new draft constitution. I think that's open to interpretation. There's lots of people have lots of problems with it. It's not very. It's too comprehensive. Okay, everybody has the right to candy canes and hot chocolate. Okay, well, I want my candy canes and hot chocolate. says I have a right to that? Okay, where's the law that backs that? So that's the big problem is they've got all these rights that they've written into it, my understanding, and because of that, they don't have the laws behind them because they have to legislate those laws. You can have a right, but you have to have a law that's written to it. So now the big question is, if we vote this constitution in, then how are you going to implement those laws? And that's the big problem. I think the opinion poll shows only 35% support it right now. Yeah, that's right. And it's so fractionalized right now that it's become a real issue with Chileans. And also, you throw into the mix of that um, the new president that we have, Boric, who I really hope is successful and brings Chile continued success, but he hasn't so far. He's done a lot of stupid things. And so we're kind of like on the Joe Biden learning curve, so to speak. Um, so because of that, the Chileans are a little annoyed, rightfully so. But I mean, really, to me, it's not such a big deal. New constitution is a new corporation. Yeah, it is, Claudia. They're right. A new corporation for sure. And the question is, you know, why would you put a socialist in charge of a business, or why would you put a kindergarten teacher in charge of a business, or a doctor, or anybody other than a business person? And if because really we're talking about a country-sized business. So when I think of who I vote for, I don't care if they're Republicans or Democrats or libertarians so much. I mean, but as much as I do is, are they able to run a business? Because you and I give them the right to run our business, the business of our country. And like it or not, our whatever country you are in is in competition with the rest of the world to some degree, as much as it is in competition with itself. So thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. 5 people on board. Left lost one, but that's fine. So if you check in, by the way, just tell me who it is, who you are, and I'll say hello to you. I like to talk to people. I love comments on the channel. So wintertime here. Thomas and I have been down in the woods. Um, we've been cutting trees into firewood and into uh, what are called estacones, which are fence posts. Fence posts here, inflation in Chile has gone up a good bit, just like it is the rest of the world, and because of that, our everything's gotten expensive. It's crazy. So, like a fence post a year or two ago, let's say 2 years ago, was 4,000 pesos, which would be about $6. That's a 4x4 that's 3 meters, 3.2 long, 3 meters 20. And today, that's 10,000 pesos, which is like $13 for one 4x4. Now, if you need 50 of those to do a fence line, you're not going to go real far. And that's not even a treated fence post. So, inflation here has really gone up, and the other thing that's gone up is gasoline, which right now is about $6 a gallon. That's just my guesstimate because you have to convert pesos to dollars, you have to convert liters to gallons, and it kind of hurts your brain when you do that. So all those things really add to the overall poor situation that's worldwide, including the United States. You know, it's something that's a dynamic that you don't realize until you leave the United States, like we did in 2013. We've been here almost 9 years, and that dynamic is that the U.S. economy is the world economy. A $55 fine for not voting City of Blacktown election in Australia, but City of means corporation. Yeah, that's right. So there's some very interesting things going on with that whole economy. You know, and if the U.S. economy is bad, the rest of the world's going to follow it because the monetary system runs on dollars. Yeah. Even though pesos are the dollar's doing really well against the peso right now, which is good for me. So when I first got here, it was 533 pesos for every dollar, and now it's 860 something. I'm guessing today. I haven't looked at it today for every dollar. So that means I'm getting about 30-40% more per dollar than I was getting in 2013, which is really good. And that's not so much because the Chilean dollar peso is doing good. That's because the U.S. dollar is doing better than the peso. So it's always who's doing better than the other one, and how is that affecting you? And okay, uh, and for me, I bring my money from the U.S. since I have bank accounts there. I do have bank accounts here too. I have one, two, three bank accounts here in Chile, which are a real annoyance. Uh, and I bring my money from the U.S. because I'm on a pension, and I put that. I bought an annuity. That's my pension. It's not a disability or anything like that. It's something I bought, and I bring that little bit of nothingness down here, and hopefully I can get more bang for my buck than what I got in the U.S. And right now that's the case. So um, anyhow, so today I'm making bread, and I'll show you what the bread looks like if you'd like. I enjoy making bread. It's a really cool thing to do. It's fun. My wife makes bread, but she doesn't like making as much as I do. And when she gets annoyed with it, she'll say, "Can you make bread?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll make bread." And we're having hamburger buns later today, so our hamburgers later for lunch. We have an early dinner, late lunch usually, and so I'm making hamburger buns too. So, any questions out there about Chile? What's going on with Chile? Feel free to jump in there. Say where you're from. I really like that. There's the interesting thing is about the people in my Chile expat family chat group are all over the world, from Singapore to England, France, Germany, Iceland, Norway, in Chile as well, Mexico, Panama, and Australia, and oh, Portugal too. So there's probably some I'm missing in there because there's like 58 families in our group, and a majority of those people are in the U.S. I will say that, but there are people all over the world who we help uh, figure out whether Chile's right for them. I don't try to ever want to talk you into coming to Chile. I don't want that. I want you to decide for yourself, good and bad, if Chile's good. Here in Australia, there's no wood to build. Yeah, building companies are going broke. Couldn't find wood to make a bird box. I tell you what we've done is we go down our woods and cut a tree down and make our own wood now, our own lumber. So we're making fence posts. I hope to make about 100 fence posts, which are 4x4s. Some of them are, I'm making them 2 meters two, and I'm making them 3 meters two. The 3 meters two, I'm going to use those to build a chicken coop. The 2 meters two I use for my regular line fence posts, and these are piyin. Piyin is a really hard, red, hearted pine wood, or hardwood, not pine wood. It's like an oak, and those are pretty. Any guests coming down to visit your area soon, Homestead or near? Yes, actually, we have. I don't like to give names because people are in my group. They really, really are into their privacy, and I understand that. And I don't blab who it is. We can't do that. Government owns everything. Yeah, Claudio, I understand that. Yes, I do have some families coming down. We just had a family that was here for us for 6 weeks. It was a husband and wife. They were from Norway. Hello from Turkey. Turgut. Can't Yilmaz. Yeah. Hello. I imagine Turkey's hot right now. So we had a guy here who was from Iran originally. His wife was Chilean, but they moved here from Norway with their 3 kids, and they stayed with us for 6 weeks in our cabana till they found a rental, and they're in the rental now. And we have a gentleman from our group who is coming down, who is a home builder. He's supposed to be in the process of trying to get tickets right now. And then we have one of our moderators in our Chile Expat Family chat group who's coming in December. We also have a bike tour group that I'm cooking for in December. Really looking forward to that. I can't put into live stream, but I would give you it's called Cycle Chile. I'd give you the link if I could, but I can't when the live stream is kind of funky. Cycle Chile, and that is Mr. Dieter Drake, and I think it's cyclechile.com, maybe .cl. Go there, and he runs bike tours of Chile and has been for about 20 years, and it's turnkey operation. He's a good guy, and he's coming with a tour group here in December, and I'll be cooking for them because I think some of you know, like today, I'm making my bread, but I'll be cooking for his event. I'll be making a Chilean menu. For gringos, I cook Chilean menu. For Chileans, I cook gringo menu. I have a small catering business. So here, I'll show you my bread I'm making. There's our wood stove, and I'm burning this pan up. Oh boy, put some more water in there. Yep. Hold on. Don't want to burn the pan up. Cast iron is expensive here. So this is my wood stove. Here's the bread I'm making. Those videos of you cooking for the groups are, thank you. I appreciate it, Lucas. Usually when I cook for, like I said, a gringo group, I cook Chilean menu. And that Chilean menu is typically, this is our little kitchen here. Our Chilean menu is typically lamb and smoked salmon. Oops. So, yes, I cook for small groups primarily, although I have done as many as 150. Fire's going good. And go out here to and there's my grill. And I cook on that. I've done sheep on that. I've done everything on beef, pork. I smoke bacon on that. And I cook that for my tour groups as well that come. And we do a venue here, actually down in the woods there, or out in the pasture we like to do over there. And it's kind of a nice outside picnic to do that we do, and it's really quite fun. So I'm gonna turn the phone back around, plug it in so it doesn't go dead. Sorry about the flipping around. And then I am going to pull the bread out of the oven. So you won't see me for a minute, but I'm still here. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get my hamburger buns and see how they turned out. This is cast iron pan here. This is about $210 to buy one of these in Chile. They've come down, gotten cheaper, but not a whole lot cheaper. And here comes my bread. Wow, those are beautiful. Show you a picture here of them. Those are hamburger buns with garlic, sesame seed, and thyme on them. I didn't use egg because I'm kind of low on eggs right now. My chickens are on strike. Okay, so I was telling you that if you bring a car in, you can do that, but they're going to tax the doo-doo out of you. And so it's not worth you doing that. There is a company, and like I said, and it's a really funky name like Sally or Cindy or something, Chile. I'll try to find it. ChileExpatFamily at gmail.com and just say, hey, what's the car rental company? If you are really interested in staying here, not just visiting, let me know. And some of you may know and some of you may not. I'm going to tell you that I do have my Chile Expat Family chat group, which is a consultation group that I use to help people answer questions for people that are interested in moving to Chile. And I also sell real estate here. I do that reluctantly. That's because I know people. And I used to sell Chile in the United States, or I used to sell Chile. I used to sell real estate in the United States, and people know that, and they want that quality of service, so they come to me here too. What is the name of that company? Anyways, you buy your car with them, or they buy it and then sell it to you, and then I think it's a maximum of a 10% drop on it or something like that. So, and a lot of Germans use that because Germans are coming here all the time and they stay for about 90 days, 6 months sometimes, and they tour all over the Carretera Austral, which is in the south of us, down near Cochimo and going further places south. And those people, well, they buy a car and then they sell it before they go. Chile's got some really weird importation laws on automobiles. They're very have a very protective. Not much in the. How much is land there? Oh, one of our members of our group just bought 10 hectares, I believe it was, for $3,100 an acre. Was that right? No, maybe it was. I'm sorry, $4,300 an acre. But right now, I have a property on the market that I know of. Is better way to talk about it. And that piece of property is $3,100 an acre, and it's 33 hectares, I think. And I'm converting it to acres and dollars. Okay, so there's some little playing there, but I've already done it, and that's how I like to think about it. And I know most gringos think of property in acres and not hectares. There's 2.47 acres per hectare. So if you wondered what is a hectare, that's what it is. It's just a different unit of measurement. Okay. So there's been a big catharsis here, a big change in what's going on in the real estate market in the past 2-3 years. They had the riots, which precipitated the Chilean people wanting a change in their constitution, a change in the direction of their country, not necessarily to socialism, but more awareness of what the people actually want. Imagine that they're active in their government. Whew. So, although some of them were a little violent to say the least, and that's bad. That happened, and then a bunch of other things, and then the COVID in Santiago, they were like treating it like the Andromeda Strain. Anybody seen that movie, The Andromeda Strain? That's an awesome movie. I love that movie. Anyways, oldie. I'm showing my age at 59. I'm in my 60th year of life. But anyhow, so there's a massive exodus from Santiago. What's that mean? Well, it means that where do they go? And remember, 2/3, 75% of the population of Chile lived in Santiago 3 years ago. And most of them still do, but now they've bought lots or they're in the process of buying a house or building a house here. So rural land, it's rural land. You can bore your own water. Yeah, you can bore your own water. No big deal. Yeah, not a problem. Matter of fact, I have a well. I have a septic tank. I didn't pay anybody to do my well. It's actually a spring. It's not an artesian well, but it's a spring. I just contained it and made sure it's clean, keep animals and bugs and critters from pooping in there and dying in there. And that's what I use. I didn't have a permit. I'm not required to have a permit. I built my own house. I built my own septic system. There's no inspections or no fees, no permits. And actually, I pay no taxes on my property too because my property is agricultural use. So, is that a possibility for you if you were to come to Chile? Yes, it is. You just have to be patient and you have to look for the right property. Real estate in Chile is based on who you know. They don't have an MLS here, so you can't walk in and say, hey, Jim, can you give me a list of all the houses in this price range or this acreage range in this area? I can't do that because they don't have an MLS here. Hold on one second. Okay, my dog wants out. So what does that mean? It means that because there's no MLS, and why is there MLS? Okay, there's no MLS because Chileans don't trust each other. They don't. They trust me more than they trust other Chileans. So they won't work together and compensate each other in their commissions, and because of that, it's all word of mouth. So you may even have a house or a property that has 3 listing agents, 3 signs in the front yard. They don't actually put signs in the yard here typically. It's all still word of mouth. So, and you'll go to some of these fancy schmancy sites like, what are the fancy schmancy sites? Sotheby's or Remax or Century 21 is here now too. There's a few other ones, and the listings that they have are 2, 3 years old, and they've long sold or been taken off the market, or even with another company. Then you don't know that till you say, "Hey, I want to go look at that house." I don't play that game. I really don't play that game. I find that quite annoying. And the other thing is, those big companies don't want to work. Here, residential land, you can only own the first 6 feet and can't bore water. Yeah, you can bore as far as you want here. You can bore to the moon. If you're doing what's called a profund, a really deep well, then you have to, the well company will get you your permit and all that stuff. But for me, where I'm at, the biggest problem with water is we have too much. Yeah. In the north, they don't have water. If you're going to be anywhere north of Temuco North, you're gonna have a problem with water. Okay. For us, we don't. Our biggest problem is, how do we run it off down to the creek? It rains 6 to 8 feet depending on where you are. So that's how it works. And there's not the government rule. There's not the government's rules and regulations that you have in the cities. They do have that in the cities in Chile. So if you want those regulations and those rules, make sure you move to a city, and they'll be happy to harass you and tax you and make your life as miserable as they possibly can. It's a wonderful saying that says, "Hello, I'm from the government. I'm here to help." They have that saying here too in Chile. So all that put together, it really makes for a weird thing. Well, anyways, I'm going to get back to my bread. Does anybody have any questions before I close this live stream? I just want to let you guys know I'm still here. I'm trying to get my computer fixed, which is an issue right now. And the other computer is probably on dead. It's gone. So I won't be putting up any edited videos until I get that problem squared away and get my video production back up. So, and I do have some really cool video of Thomas and I cutting the trees down in the woods, which I call it the jungle. It's really kind of neat down there to go in the woods. So anyhow, I appreciate everybody that's here. Again, if you're interested in joining my Chile Expat Family chat group, which has a Chilean attorney, immigration and real estate attorney in there, has a Chilean doctor, a bunch of people here in Chile, families here in Chile are answering your questions, as well as Lori and I. And you're welcome, Claudio. And it's donations driven. That means you have to give a donation, and on your honor, every once in a while you give another one, and that's to keep it going. So anyhow, I'm gonna show you my rolls. There's the rolls. Man, they smell good too. They smell good, Lori?
Smells good.
Good to see you too, Robert Simmons. Yep. Thanks for commenting. Appreciate you being here. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up too. So there's the next one that's got to go in. The new dog you guys haven't seen, Pete. Pete's a pain in the neck still. I call him a poop and bark. But anyhow. All right. Back to work. Ciao from Chile Expat Family.